Last time, on Taverns and Caverns, Cat & Co. and I were forced to do battle with Vania herself, believe it or not. I found myself falling to her charming magics, but thanks to the others, I was able to snap out of it. I must admit, I am a bit ashamed of this. But what can you expect? Going against a Darkmore is no easy task. I mean, have you not seen Aviris herself? Thankfully, we were able to accomplish our purpose and escape from the brewery before any others could get involved. Now, on to the next Darkmore. Episode 55, Necessary Preparations. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. This is your Dungeon Master, Haphazard DM. And last time on Taverns and Caverns, our players were able to finally defeat Vania De Darkmore within the basement of the Arcane Delight Brewery. And if we remember, she summoned a demon, which is known as a Vrock, to support her in combat. And during this battle, they were eventually able to defeat her, and she disintegrated into dust with her soul being sucked into a void of some kind. And after they escaped, thanks to Camros's scroll that Aviris provided them, they teleported back into the building that they first met inside of Riverhall. And that's basically where we left off. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. You're all still in the room of this house. And Camros, he had left for a couple of minutes. He's eventually going to return to the room with all of you. And as he does so, he looks up at you all to explain that he has contacted Stalwarts and informed them that the deed is done. So Stalwart will be returning with the other NPCs shortly. And as he does so, he just takes this giant slump down onto one of the cushioned chairs. He's extremely exhausted and worn out. We do remember he did get his ass whooped and he was controlled for a hot minute during that combat. I'm pretty sure he was knocked unconscious. And I think Nomu raised him back with a potion. I can't remember, but he was knocked down for a little bit.
Camrose?
Yeah, I think he was.
It was me.
Was he you?
Yeah, I gave him a potion.
Oh, I thought I did it.
Someone did. Somebody did.
Isundra.
But taking my credit.
Camrose, I do know when he was charmed, he did hit a Nomu and someone else, I believe. But he's sitting there in the chair. He looks exhausted. His hair is a mess. He looks like he's seen better days. His clothing's all torn apart. He kind of smells. He's sweating from the amount of stress that battle gave him. And he's just sitting there looking at the rest of you. I don't know about all you, but I need a goddamn vacation. This shit is wild. How about you all? How you all feeling?
Damien plugging his nose. You need a shower.
He looks over at Damien. Well, excuse me. We almost died back there. The stress sweats were kicking in. You know how stress sweats work. Whenever you're stressed and you start sweating, it's always twice as bad as when you're just sweating normally, right?
Damien standing there, dry as a bone. No, can't relate.
Oh, wait, no,
Although when I am wearing that wig, oh boy, scalp be moist to the bitch right. Woo-wee.
I'm sorry. No, what were you trying to say, Nomu?
I said I wouldn't know. I have fur.
Ah, that's right. You tabaxis don't really sweat, do you? That is an interesting concept. Are you like dogs? Like, do you pant when you get warm? How does it work for tabaxis?
Hey, don't you worry about that.
I'm just curious.
That's what cats do, and he is a cat. So.
Oh, do you pant? I've never seen Nomu pant before.
He's not very excited then, I guess.
Never saw him get his ass whooped. His HP is low.
It means he needs more milk. Hey, would you like some more milk, Nomu? We have quite a bit in this kitchen.
Then get the board and bring it out.
We have plenty of milk here. He claps his hands. Butler! As he does so, a butler steps into the room from outside. Yes, my lord. Please grab my dear friend here a bowl of milk and some mutton. And that man over there, his name's Edeyar. Grab him the cheapest thing we have in this damn house.
Damn. This cheeky bastard has a butler.
Well, it's not his. It's Aviris's location.
Oh,
Technically.
okay.
I forgot that we weren't in the brewery anymore, and I was like, how the fuck did he get a dude in here to give us food? I was confused.
No, you're back at the house where you first met.
That makes more sense.
Yes. And as he says, so the butler leaves, and within probably about 10 or so minutes, Nomu, you find the butler brings you a large bowl of milk with some mutton. Edeyar, he then drops down a plate of crackers with some toast. Here you go, my dear sir. The cheapest meal we have in the house. A couple of crackers, not multi-grain, mind you, just regular enriched flour crackers with some bread.
Damn. The cheapest
And-
meal when he doesn't even have to pay for it. Jeez.
I was gonna say, Edeyar,
Give
I
us
think you
water.
could actually get a better meal out of this. I mean, we did a lot of work. You don't have to eat cheaply. We're not even paying for it.
That's literally sorrow on a plate.
Could you bring me some water as well, please?
Oh, indeed, sir. And he gives you the bowl of milk and mutton, Nomu, and he just.
Be there.
And is this more than enough for you, dear sir?
Nomu's laughing at the milk and just eating this meat like a ravenous wolf. He's like cat sitting, belly on the ground.
The butler
You're
nods.
purring.
No, you hear some fucking horror noise coming from that feast. He's
Oh.
My God, killing makes Nomu hungry.
At this point, the butler steps away to get.
Oh, hey,
Oh.
no, you don't.
Oh. The butler looks
Butler
over.
steps near me and tells me what the strongest beverage in this house is.
Dear sir, the strongest beverage in the house. I recall we do have a couple of wines as well as. He looks over at Camaros, and Camaros just nods. Yeah, yes. Just give them whatever they want. It's on Aviris's tab. The butler looks back at Damien. Dear sir, this is a very dangerous drink. Have you ever heard of dragon's grog?
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I've heard of it.
You do know that if your constitution isn't where it needs to be, it could potentially kill you, dear sir.
Damien throws his arm around the butler and looks back at the party. You try to school me about drinking. Don't see this shit. Hey. How about you get two and you can have it with me?
Oh no.
I am forbidden to drink any form of alcohol while I am on the job, dear
Good
sir.
excuse.
No fun. All right, one. That's fine.
You know, I would enjoy to have the fun with you. However, if the lady of the house ever found out I took place in some of the finer pleasures in the house, you already know, my dear madame, she is one to not be trifled with.
What does that witch know about pleasure?
Well, the simple drinks of wineries and whatnot. Her sister is one of the obviously well-known individuals that has a brewery.
Yeah, I think I've heard of her.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well, I will go and grab you. You sure? Dragon's grog.
Bro.
All
Damien.
right. I'm on it.
Huh?
Damien, I don't know that much, but even I know this is a bad idea.
What are you talking about? We're done for the day.
Okay, but we just survived. Are you going to?
Yes, I got to take the
Yep.
edge off. My nerves are still high.
The butler eventually
Okay.
returns with a glass of dragon's grog and some wine and water for Edeyar. He passes Edeyar, or he places down the glass of water. Here you are, good sir. And then he walks over to Damien, and here is a bottle of wine, a glass, and then a glass of dragon's grog. I do warn you, good sir, that you know, the potential to lose your life is in that glass there of dragon's grog. But that is up to you. That is your decision. I will
And
not
that's
be the
how
one.
season 1 ends. Damien kills himself by drinking.
I risk my life with an alcoholic beverage at least twice a week.
So, if there's anything else, I will make my preparations ready for Master Stalwart and his return. And
Ew.
Again?
the butler walks off, and Cameron just shakes his head. Don't worry about him. It'll be fine. You sure about drinking that dragon's grog, dear friend? That's a very dangerous game you're playing. I mean, you really like to gamble, don't you?
Shut up.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. You know, Brock's already shivering somewhere, thinking about Dragon's Grog.
Oh my god!
Down that.
Oh my god, that's a
I can't
nat
believe
20.
you pulled that.
I can't believe you pulled a natural 20 on this.
The dice knew.
A total of 22.
I can't believe this.
I can't either. This is what Chubbs did, bro.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe this.
Tell Fred right now. So Damien, you chug down the dragon's grog, and it goes down with ease. At first, you feel the burning, but it's as if nothing ever happened. And Camrose, he's just watching you intently, like, oh my goodness, he's gonna die. And at this point, after a couple of seconds, Camrose is expecting you to start coughing, holding onto your chest from pain and the burning, but it seems to just go down perfectly fine for you. And Camrose, after another minute, he just raises his eyebrow and he's like, well, I'll be damned. Luck is definitely on your side tonight. Not only did you defeat Vania De Darkmore, you defeated the dragon's grog. Hoorah!
Luck? Did you call it luck?
I did. I've seen many fall to that drink, believe it or not. Like, fall to their deaths.
Damien standing up out of his leaned position. Although he's like holding his own, he's definitely feeling it. I mean, he has a good buzz. You know, luck? You want to call that luck? I had to tell you how many times Vanya hit me in that battle.
Ugh, that breath smells apocalyptic.
It does. It's worse than my stress sweats. Jesus.
Whoa. Are we having a roast session here? Are we talking about each other?
I mean, you did make fun of my smell just now.
Oh, we want to talk about people. I see. Let's go around the room then. I'll rip everybody to shreds. Hey, broke boy, them crackers cut up the roof of your mouth? That wooden tooth in the back won't hold up much longer. Hey, cat.
Wooden tooth? What are you talking about?
Like George Washington.
No, it's just a little stain. At least it's a back tooth. It's not too bad.
Well,
My teeth are pristine.
Isundra,
Flawless.
Yes.
you dust the cobwebs off your basement?
What?
Huh?
What? What does that mean? What's basement? I don't own a house.
Man, forget this.
Listen to that grog.
Where's
Where's the restroom?
The restroom is just right behind you there. There's a privy in there. Don't get too into yourself in there. Go use the privy. All right, go now. Piss off.
How many?
He goes in there and takes like a 2-minute piss.
As you're doing that, the door slams open and in steps in Stalwart with Rogar, Elroy, Yatari. And Rogar is looking around. Oh, I hear you defeated Vanya. Is this true? Tell me how battle went. Rogar wishes to know, yes?
Yeah, just a second, Rogar. Hey, Itari, take the dog outside.
He's pointing at Stalwart.
Oh.
Stalwart looks at
Take the dog outside.
looks over at you and just gives a slight sigh and then walks over towards Camrose and leans forward to whisper into Camrose's ear. Camrose's ear perks up slightly. Oh, well, it looks like we have to cut our our conversation short here. Aviris is summoning all of us at this time. It's probably a good idea to get out of town while we're able to, yes, before anyone expects us, right? Stalwart, my dear lad, do you have the spell ready? And Stalwart reaches into one of his pockets. He pulls out this scroll and he begins to unravel it. And as he does so, he begins to read off some of the wording. And soon enough, a portal appears. And Stalwart quickly walks into it, leaving you all behind. Cameros looks at the rest of you. Well, let's not dilly-dally now. The portal's only open for so long. Hey, Damien, get out of the damn bathroom. It's time to go.
Whoosh.
We have plumbing?
He kicks
Yeah.
the door open.
There's a flush mechanism.
No, I was just in there going whoosh, so y'all wouldn't hear me fart. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, you first.
All right, now come on, let's go. In you go, Damien. In you go.
Oh, don't, hey, don't touch me.
Rogar,
Steps in.
Rogar, Yaito, and all the other NPCs, they slowly make their way through the portal. Cameros will be the last one to walk through. He wants to make sure everyone gets into it before it closes up.
Yep.
But as this goes on, you all soon find yourselves in a room all around you. You'll see that it is a stone. The entire room is made out of stone. The walls, the flooring. It's fairly dark in this room. There's a bunch of torches, though, that are lighting it up. It seems to be still nighttime from what you can gather, because that's basically when you left the brewery. It was still middle of the night. But as you walk through the portal, you all see each other standing alongside of one another. And surrounding you in this room, you notice there are several undead waiting for you, kind of just standing there. And next to a couple of the undead, you see the Skull Reaver. It's not Aviris, it's the Skull Reaver. And as the portal quickly closes after Camrose steps through as the last member, Stalwart walks over towards the Skull Reaver and takes a kneel to bow down to her. And as he does so, Aviris looks over at the rest of you, and she just gives you a slight clap, like, I hear that you have destroyed my sister, and I know that you have successfully done so because Father already knows about it. So, good job, everyone.
Isundra bows while she's caught clapping. She doesn't understand, but she bows because that's what you do.
Get
All
your
right.
ass up. You don't bow for murder.
What? I thought we did a good job. I don't know.
Rogar goes, oh my goodness.
Like a good performance.
Do not bow to Skull River, Isundra. We are not Skull River slaves, like Stalwart, yes?
Oh, get roasted.
What do you expect from a dog?
Okay.
Little
Wow.
dog.
As you do, though, Isundra, Skull River raises her hand up. All right, get up. It is very late, and I wish to have many questions for you. However, I understand that you are all probably exhausted, and I am one that understands that things come at a cost. So, for your job well done, please, you may use my resources here in my mansion, and my friends here, my butlers, will escort you all to your rooms to rest for the night, and we shall gather in the morning, and you will answer many of my questions. Without further ado, though, Stalwart and Camrose, please come with me.
Hold on. When you say your dad knows, like, what does he know?
Oh,
And
he
how
knows.
did he know?
Oh, he knows
How does
that
he know?
my dear sister is gone.
But does he know we did it? Is the question that I'm asking.
Oh, of course, he doesn't know who did it. He does just.
Okay.
He only
All right.
knows that
I wasn't going to be able to sleep.
Well, here, answer me this question, because I am curious. When you killed the wench, how did she die?
Her
Wearing a
soul was
wire?
destroyed. It looked like.
She did an explosive kind of thing. And then Nomu, did you cut her head off? I forget.
No, that was Edeyar. He Stabbed her heart.
Edeyar did. That's right. Edeyar killed her with a needle. I don't know.
A
It was super
syringe.
weird.
What a weirdo. I shot her with an arrow and tried to make her bleed out.
He was trying to be really nice to her, like so that she doesn't suffer.
Yeah.
You tried to be
It was
kind
weird.
to the wench. Interesting. I'm not surprised coming from you, cleric, but she deserved what was coming to her. But Father does know now because as you've seen and as you've just said, Isundra, you saw something about the soul being sucked out of her body. Yes?
Precisely.
Further proof of what I told you all before with my dear brother and sisters giving their souls to my father to protect his life for all of eternity, yes?
I guess you wasn't joking.
I was not. Do you believe me even more now?
Yeah, that bitch killed her own employees.
Did you know she was putting people into the drinks? Like people? No, fairies. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Maybe
I was
people,
going
I
to
don't know.
adopt one, and everyone got in the way.
Ah, yes, the Fae. Oh, of course I knew that. That's
Yeah, the
that's...
DM said he wasn't going to play another character, so he wouldn't let her keep it.
Oh, I'm not surprised. You all do put a lot of stress and work on the DM.
Do we?
Yes, you do. Now, to get
So I
back to
did
our
your dirty work.
conversation-
You need to give me one. Make me a fawn. You can make anything.
I am
right?
not really much for the. I'm not really much for the Fae, and obviously
Fae.
neither was my sister. But you know, my sister was a visionary. I regret.
Oh, there was
having-
this really pissed, like, half animal thing. So I don't know if he's going to come back, but he really didn't like your sister.
You
No,
talking
I'm
about
not-
the satyr?
Yeah, Phil.
I'm not surprised. Satyrs are part of the Fae, and you know, I could care less if that Fae or that satyr tries to come back because I have no connections to my dear sister other than being her sibling.
I
Like
mean,
I
you kind
said-
of look like her, though, so you might want to be careful.
Do we really though? We're half sisters.
I don't actually remember what either one of you kind of looks
We're
like.
half
so.
sisters.
Nah,
so-
she looks way hotter than you.
Oh,
Ooh, did I say that
Damn.
out loud?
Well, a beauty is in the eye of the beholder, my dear friend. And to me, you're
you want
not
to
all that
both see a
attractive.
beholder? I can do a beholder kin.
No, I prefer
Oh,
not to.
Bob! I
All right.
miss him.
It is
How
all-
he?
Oh,
Obvious-
she killed Bob. Yeah.
It is
did you-
obvious you are all in need of great rest. Please escort my lovely guests to their rooms so that they may rest for the night. We shall have a discussion in my office first thing in the morning. And do me a favor. Do not try to run away because my mansion is heavily guarded by, as you can
Why
see,
would you say that?
undead.
Where are we going to go? I don't
You have
even know where we're
butlers.
at.
Why would we run away?
Almost
Yeah,
like you
we
want
are
us to
getting
run away.
got
free
my-
food.
And you got my money.
She's gonna step around and she's gonna walk off with Stalwart following. And Camrose just goes, this is the best part about getting a job well done here, is you get paid very well, and the resources that dear Aviris has are unlimited. Yes, so please
Speaking
enjoy
of-
yourselves, my friends.
Speaking of getting paid really well, actually, I saved Cameron's ass. So, like, is there a special bonus for this?
Hey, now we don't have to talk about that. Hey, listen.
Yeah, Cameros was down. Like, he was down for the count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the moment you got an opportunity to jump ship, you started swinging on your comrades.
Hey, listen. now,
It was really
relax.
easy to convince him to attack us.
All right, now we can stop bullying me.
Yeah, leave
No,
chamomile
We
alone.
cannot do that. We definitely want to keep bullying you. It's
Leave
just what we
chamomile
deserve.
be.
Thank
Right.
you, Cat. I
You-
appreciate it. I am part of Cat and Co, am I not?
Hell
Yes.
no.
Nah. Why don't you go bring me a satyr? I even named that one. His name is Getty Morebutts.
What? Say that
Getty
again?
Morbutts?
What was that?
That satyr. I named him already. Getty
Getty?
Morebutts.
Getting
butts.
more butts.
Yes.
Oh, my dear friend.
Number's like, yeah, what the fuck's wrong with
All right,
that?
you go get some sleep. I need to get a shower. I need
You
to rest.
getting no more butts.
No, I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here. That's what I'm getting.
All right, fine. Show us the rooms.
He's gonna walk out. Skull Reaver has already left you all.
Do we
to
each
your-
get our own room?
Yes. So you all and every single one of the
Does mine have a bed in
NPCs
it?
Yes, everyone has a bed.
Oh my god.
You sure Sujas don't have just floor?
Yeah. I want to know if Edeyar fucked with it before I got to it. Like he took the bed out of it to play a prank or something.
No, everyone has a bed, and you all have fireplaces in your room with drinks and food ready, waiting for you by the bedside, some grapes and everything.
Oh my god, this is the okay. Never mind. Aviris isn't that bad. Like, I know she tried to kill us a couple times, but like, this is pretty good, you know.
This is what life with corruption looked like. I can get used to this.
Yeah,
Corruption.
maybe we should be the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're actually doing a lot out here, and it's pretty good.
Wait, you want to end up like Damien?
What?
Wait, what?
Nothing.
This is what I deserve. But Jackie deserves it too. I miss her.
Yeah, Nomu's gonna go to the hearth, walk in a circle for like 3 times, and then curl up at the fire.
Okay. So as everyone gets escorted to their own individual rooms, you're all able to get a long night's rest, perfectly fine rest of the evening. So everyone go ahead and restore your health points back.
Oh, thank God.
Is
And-
Isundra's bedroom next to Edeyar's bedroom?
I guess.
She knocks on like the wall so that he can hear. Edeyar, I'm sleeping in a bed. I bet that makes you very upset. He's like, I'm literally sick and I don't care.
These
He's
are
on some cough medicine.
he said these are rich people walls. So
These are not thin walls.
Right.
Rich people walls. Oh my God.
Fine. Fuck you, Edeyar. Jesus. Don't try to do a bit with me. I see how it is.
I didn't realize you muted.
God dang, I've been muted this entire time.
He's talking shit. I told you them walls thick.
I couldn't hear any of his shit talk.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to repeat yourself, Edeyar, or are you good?
Nope, we'll let bygones be bygones.
The Aviris
Okay.
is living good, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to get out here and do this kind of shit. Like,
We're in the wrong line of work.
that's, honestly.
What do you mean? We
mean,
murder
we in the
people
right
for free.
line.
That's the problem.
Fair enough.
We gotta start
Risking our
charging.
lives for chump change. We need to raise the stakes. The Adventurers Guild needs to be part of our past.
Right.
That was our training. We're ready to move on to the big leagues.
Damn.
Who am I talking to? This is a big mirror.
You're like drunk in your room looking at the mirror, giving yourself a pep talk. Like, all right, Damien, we got to get on this lifestyle. Like, this is the lifestyle that's going to pay for your family's college. Like, this is what we
You
gotta
can't
do.
go it alone. I mean, come on. You need Cat Girl. You got to convince them that this is the way to go.
That's real shit.
But the way to do it, Edeyar. Fucking Edeyar. I gotta get rid of him. There's no way he's gonna agree. But I don't know. He's been getting a little dark lately. Huh. I don't know. Maybe if I can get Yaito on board, he'll follow suit. But then I want just a minute. Why did I make that voice?
Wait, what?
He opens the door. There's no one there.
Are you going crazy?
Stop playing games.
This went from normal to supernatural all of a sudden.
It
We
did.
haunted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, let me see where this go. Let me see
Is
where
your
this goes.
background about to switch to the haunted one?
Right. Hearing voices and shit.
You in a dark ass mansion? You hearing voices? Shit, we in Beauty and the Beast?
I'm in Rosewall's mansion.
Damn.
Oh shit. So you guys, as I said, you're finally able to get some long rest after a long night. I switched the map, so everyone should be now on a new map. At the bottom right map, you're in a room with everyone. If you can see that, you should have access to there.
Edeyar's on a road.
No, go down. That's Edeyar's spirit weapon.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah,
Edeyar's spirit weapon just hanging out on the road.
yeah, just hanging out on the road. That's where you fought the crazy
The
skin
mud
collector.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So morning quickly strikes. It is about 8 in the morning, and you all hear a knocking at your door. And as you all eventually, wake up and answer it, there are butlers and maids that are basically bringing you coffee, tea, food, drinks, basically getting you ready for the upcoming meeting that you're about to have with the lady of the house. And
So
after
honestly, I will murder anyone if Aviris tells me to murder. This is great.
Real
Hold on.
talk.
you're all pampered while you're drinking a bowl of milk. Nomu, as you're sitting down, one of the maids is combing out your fur. Another one is
Oh yeah.
it's clipping your nails. You're getting the whole shebang. And but after about an hour or so of pampering all of you, eventually one of the butlers steps in for each and every single one of you, including the NPCs. All right, please follow me. The lady awaits you. And as every single one of you get this message from a particular butler, you're all eventually led into the main halls where you all see each other yet once again. And everyone, at least all the NPCs, you see Rogar, he's just like, oh my goodness, life like this is not like this in Bracana. Not even chieftain lives like this. Maybe I don't want to become chieftain anymore. Maybe I want something like this. And Elroy, he's coming out rubbing his belly.
Oh yeah, guys, that shit was delicious. Did you guys have eggs and bacon?
I'm 9
But
mimosas deep. I
Wait
don't
a
even
minute.
remember.
We did the dirty work and you guys are profiting. I don't understand.
Hey,
Hating.
hey, we're all in this together. Remember, we played as diversions outside the brewery.
What
Also,
are
we
you
all
telling me?
signed the contract too. Our lives are on the line just as much as yours.
Yeah. 'cause
Elroy,
if
explain to me what the diversion was. How did you do it?
Oh, well, I'm as boisterous as ever, but not as much as Rogar. Rogar did a little like jingle jangle while outside and distracted some of the guards. It was kind
What
of
does
funny.
Jingle jangle mean? What does this mean?
Oh, it just means
Can you reenact?
I'll do a little dance here and there, yes, and then I sing. I am not bard, but I've seen enough bards to know and understand how to maybe be one. I am not a good bard, but I do my best. I
What song
pissed
did
off
you sing?
gods. Oh, I sang The Adventurers of Bendova.
Uh,
Yes, right. One of you is bent over, so I just sang The Adventurers of Bendova.
I don't know. What are the adventures of Bend Over? What does this mean?
why are you busting his balls? We can
I'm
all
just
eat.
curious because we did a lot. We almost died. You know what I'm saying? want to
I
know what
almost
they were
died
doing.
many times too, Isundra. Come on now.
No, you did not.
You leave them alone. They're fine.
Yaita goes, this is true.
Money changes you, I can tell.
money is changing you, Isundra.
That's what I'm saying. It's changing me.
Right. She's like, hey, I paid for college.
Now I want to know where the pennies are coming from and where they're being pinched and who's using my money, you see?
Damn.
I've changed my
Damn.
accent today, have you noticed?
No, Isundra's turned into a Karen.
God.
Now that we're fancy, I should be like, oh yes, I'm very fancy Isundra. You understand me?
Do you understand?
You understand me?
The
Eventually,
Adventurers Guild doesn't have a manager.
they have technically several guild masters.
Don't tell her that. She's a Karen.
I would like to speak to the manager of this castle.
Now look what you've done.
Oh goodness. You all are eventually led to a chamber that once you step in, looks like to be an office of some kind. There are several bookshelves and books kind of scattered all around the room. You can see it's like a mini library, which also acts as Aviris's office. There's a table with several documents scattered everywhere, but she's sitting next to a fireplace and a bookshelf, and she has this book in her hand. As you all enter, the butler shuts the door behind all of you. There's several chairs in the room, all of comfortable arrangements, very comfortable cushions and couches and whatnot for you to sit in. But Stalwart is standing basically at guard near Aviris with his hands behind his back, looking at all of you as you enter. Camros is spinning around one of his daggers while he's leaning back in a chair, whistling. And as you all enter and the door is shut behind you, Aviris slowly closes the book that she's reading and she turns her chair from her desk to look at all of you. Well, good morning. How have my workers treated you, my staff? Was everything to your standards?
Honestly, it's been pretty cool.
Nomu comes in and just waves at Camrose, smiling.
Hey, Camrose, how you doing?
He looks at Aviris and gives her a nod.
They've been treating us pretty well. I didn't know you hired a nice belly rubber.
Yes, my staff are trained to bring comfort to all sorts of people, even, yes, Tabaxi. My staff knows where Tabaxis like to be petted, where they like their fur to be touched, and the list goes on for other such races like the Goliaths and whatnot. But no, please, everyone have a seat. There's some drinks and snacks if you're still hungry on the coffee table over there if you'd like to help yourself. We have a lot to discuss, however, and time is of the essence, so please make yourselves at home.
As you wish.
Camrose,
They don't know where humans like to be touched. Ain't nobody touched me.
What kind of comforting? What does it mean?
Now, don't you worry about that.
I mean, you don't let me pet their belly.
I wanted a massage, that's all. Get your mind out together.
Rogar goes, oh, I had massage. You did not, Damien?
Yeah, my calves hurt walking some hills sometimes.
Damn. Maybe ask one of the staff to give you massage after.
I'm kind of embarrassed. I have a bunion. I don't care what y'all think, though.
You do not have to tell us all this information. It's very personal.
That I have a bunion?
Yes. I don't tell people when I have bunion.
You either have one or you don't. It's not when you do.
Damn.
Elroy, he plops down on the furthest chair.
Now this is the life.
Yaito, he sits down. He grabs one of the cups and pours himself some tea, and he just begins to sip it. Yatari begins to snack on some of the crackers that are on the table, giving you all the opportunity to sit down somewhere near Aviris. But as you all make yourselves at home, Cadmus begins to pick at his teeth with his dagger as he waves back at Nomu. Yes. Oh, you're beginning to, 1 second. This thing is stuck in between my teeth and it's pissing me off. There we go. I got it. He gets it on his dagger, this little piece of meat that was stuck between his teeth, and he grabs it from the tip of the knife and he flicks it to the side. Well, I'm glad you're all enjoying the life of luxury. Now, this is the kind of luxury I have every time I do work for Aviris. Do you understand me now?
Oh, we do.
Honestly, kind of, yeah.
I think the message is clear.
The message is very clear. You do great work for the lady of the house, and you are well rewarded, if you understand what I'm talking about. You know, unlike Stalwart over there, he seems to be a stiffer. He doesn't really care.
What happens if it goes poorly, though? Then what?
No, we don't talk about that.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Don't fail. Got it.
Aviris goes, now. We're not here to discuss things of the sort. You all killed my dear sister Vania De Darkmore last night, and I informed you all that my father is now well aware of her death, because once you killed her, he was technically warned by the soul being drained, right? So he knows my dear sister is dead, so it's only a matter of time until he begins to suspect certain people. Now, my father is paranoid. He's a paranoid man. He has summoned not only myself, but my brother Badger as well from Bacana. As you all remember, I did mention that he has Badger, yes, Badger De Darkmore. He runs his own business in the town of Navarro. It is the most central city of Bracana. I'm
Nevada?
sure Navarro of Bracana.
Oh, okay.
And he has summoned my brother here to Wolf Pine. Yes, we're currently in Wolf Pine right now. My father is only, I'd say, a couple miles from our current location. But trust me, we are safe where we're at. He has no idea that any of us are involved with the death of Vania, for I have no reason to kill my dear sister. So right now, we are as safe as can be. However, I have thought of something new. Plans are going to change. I am not sending you to Bracana any longer. You are going to be staying here in Wolf Pine. My brother is going to be arriving here later today. He has a penthouse here in Wolf Pine that he stays at when he visits. I'm supposed to meet with dear father here, or later this morning, actually. My brother and I have been summoned to his mansion to discuss certain matters, and I'm sure it's going to be in regards to poor Vania's death. Now, I want to take this opportunity to go over our new goal. You've defeated Vania, and now you must defeat my buffoon of a man brother, Badger de Darkmore. So I'm going to fill you in on a few details, and you're going to get the next job done within the next day, because we not have a lot of time. Badger's not going to be here for very long. I'm sure once he arrives and we have the meeting, he'll probably stay for a night or two and then head back to Bracana. Let us kill him while he believes he is safest here near his father. This is going to be a place that I think he's going to least expect it. Yes. And by doing so within the next day or two, it's going to give us enough time to strike with surprise, and their guards might not be as strong or as wide as it would be if we gave them a week or two or more to prepare themselves. Do we have an understanding? Do you understand where I'm getting at?
And we take him to a bar, get him drunk, and then slit his throat. Got it.
Oh, no, it's not going to be that easy, my dear friend. Badger does not necessarily... let me say this, or let me rephrase this. He is not a man that dilly-dallies or mingles with those of the lesser classes.
Oh.
He
slumps his head.
If your sister just died and then he comes here and we kill him and then he dies, isn't your dad going to be like, wow, that's really suspicious?
Oh,
He's
indeed.
gonna say, Aviris is next. I gotta protect her.
Exactly.
But aren't you like the outcast kid that he didn't like because you don't listen?
Maybe he don't care about you.
Well, yes, in terms of being an outcast, that is true. I've always had, back and forth situations with my father. He beat me
probably
from time
hope
to
they
time.
kill you next.
But I might have a little bit of trauma from my father, but that's okay. We still have a strong bond when it comes to our family businesses. I still do some trading with his business and him with mine as well. I have more than enough information to believe that he would not suspect me of my dear sister's death, for I have much to lose if I was to be found out, which we all understand it is quite a bit of an issue.
I don't appreciate you calling your sister dear sister when you just had us kill her. At least just say sister.
Oh, aren't you the one that killed her, though? It wasn't me, Edeyar.
Yes, but you had us do it.
You didn't like her.
Edeyar, you're the one that I hear gave her the final blow. Out of all the people here, you the cleric.
That's because I wanted to put her out of her misery in the least painful way possible. If I left it up to anyone else in this group, she would have died a very gruesome death.
Of course, we have colorful ways of doing so. I was going to bite her throat out.
My point
I would
exactly.
melt her brain.
She goes.
Example B.
She shakes her hand. Now let's not feel bad over Vania. You all saw the kind of shit she was into. There was some dark shit going on. You may be upset that I raise undead, but you know what? She's over here slaughtering magical fae and then forcing the fae's magical essence into these breweries, which then are fed to all the people here on Tiris. Now that's disgusting.
Oh, we don't feel bad. In fact, I don't feel anything about that.
I don't have an issue with that. My issue was just, you seem to be talking about her as if you had an endearing relationship.
Care about her, yeah.
Oh, of course I cared about my dear sister. I think it's a sarcasm.
Oh.
Of course I cared about my dear sister. She was, let's just say, she was a much more of a visionary compared to my brother. My brother is a buffoon. He's an idiot. He's not even good at magic. You know what he is? He is a damned man that cares nothing but the simple pleasures the world has to provide for him. His money, his escorts, things like that. He's a very easily simpled man. He's going to be so easy to kill, trust me. Now, my sister, on the other hand, she had vision. She started from the ground up with her brewery. Now, she had some dark methods. I'll give her that. But who doesn't that has money, At least in this world. Now, she had potential, but she threw it all away when she decided to give her soul to dear old daddy, along with my brother. Now, as you all know, dear old daddy is in works with what we call here demons. Did my sister show you her friendly demon, by the way?
You talking about that Vrak?
Oh,
that's a
yes.
euphemism?
That's the one, the Varrock, the bird-like creature that when she summons it, she's always like,
Ah, now my demon will slaughter you.
and all that fun stuff.
There was some strange happening. She was talking to it like they had a deal.
Oh yes, of course they have a deal. That's what Daddy is doing. He's finding all these artifacts and he's attempting to bring back old, ancient, forbidden magic that once tore up a part of our dear continent here, which is why I'm trying to stop him. Do you now see where I'm coming from?
Did he
Yeah.
ask you to do like the soul thing, or
No,
Did
I
he not
couldn't.
like you enough?
I couldn't do it because I was not a full human. I am half human. I'm half elf.
oh.
Even with your dear old daddy who has a strong backhand, I hear.
Mm. Yeah, I guess it's pretty strong, but we're not strong enough to
Damn.
not strong enough to stop me. So, anyways, let's get back to track on things here. As I've said, my brother is a buffoon. He was going to be showing up fairly soon. Yes, my father is going to be a bit suspicious after we after you kill my dear brother.
You don't think he's going to suspect you?
Oh, he might. And if he does, it's going to work with me regardless, because if he does suspect me, that means he's going to confront me, and then which we can kill him. If he does not suspect me, he might lean on me for support, and which means that gives me yet another opportunity to slaughter him. So either way works. So once we kill my dear brother, we're going to have to kill my dear father as quickly as possible afterwards. So I
Well,
would really prepare yourselves.
Oh, that's not the good state.
Two birds with one stone. They're both in the same town. Why not kill them both in one foul swoop? We'll
Can
kill
we
my
take
brother.
like a short rest before we do both of them? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, of course you'll have a rest. I mean, trust me, I have things already prepared and well underway. Now,
Are
as
you
I
going to fight with us to fight your dad?
quite possibly, he is the strongest out of all the siblings.
Okay, whew, that makes
Well,
me feel a
there-
little bit better.
We might have an opening in case he does suspect you. We could just stage something to get him involved to think you're not in any cahoots with the assassins.
Of course.
We could stage something.
Like I
Like you
said,
were next.
I have watched my tracks very carefully. He has not shown any signs or anything that would show that he suspects me of anything. Now, my brother's an idiot. My brother's not going to know what the hell is going on. He probably doesn't even know my dear sister's already dead, for all we know. He's too worried about what goes on in Bracana. But
Why does your dad hate you?
my dad doesn't necessarily hate me. I just decided to stop finding treasures from him. I used to be a treasure hunter. Well, I take that back. I'm still a treasure hunter, but I just don't do it for him only anymore. I do it for myself. Canvas is like, yeah, that is true. I'm a treasure hunter as well. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
So,
But aren't you just as bad as your dad? Like, hold on, I just have questions. Aren't you just as bad as your dad? Because, like, you put the dragon awake, you know?
yes, the dear dragon, which I could not control. I already
Yeah,
confirmed
you
it.
fucked up.
I did fuck up. I was just curious what I could do. But I did grab a piece of that dragon, a bone, or we'll just say maybe a talon, perhaps. And that is the tool we're going to need to slay my father. Are you starting to understand this now?
I mean, I understand it. I just don't know if, like, you know, when you take out one bad regime, you leave a power vacuum, and if you're just going to be like the bad one in that vacuum, you know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the real world, my dear Isundra. It is not black and white.
I mean,
There-
I know
Hmm.
that, but sometimes you still put someone worse in power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're gonna do.
I don't think there's anything worse than someone that's trying to destroy another piece of our dear continent. You have not learned.
Well, have you
from the
met
past?
Hitler? Like, I mean, who knows?
Have you not known of the decaying wastes, my dear? Are you that uneducated?
Yes.
Oh, my dear.
Yes, I am.
Oh, my goodness. The decaying wastes.
I did not go to school. So.
Well, that's on you.
But it's not on me. It's on my parents.
Well, you are an adult now. You have the options to do so.
I'm like barely an adult. Fuck.
Stalwart.
Shut the fuck up, Stalwart. No one
What
even
the
likes
hell was
you.
that noise?
All right, enough. I only have so much time before I have to go meet my father. So this is what we're going to be doing. As I've said, Badger has a penthouse here in Wolf Pine. It is heavily guarded. However, most of the guards there are standard, not so, what's the term? Let's just say they're very weak. They're easily fooled. They're people of your caliber will be able to brush them off like nothing. But getting into his penthouse is going to be the difficult part. We're not going to be able to use any high levels of magic like we did with Vania, because at this point, using any high levels of magic might tip off my father or Badger himself. So we're going to have to sneak into his penthouse the good old-fashioned way. He does not let anyone in or out. It is near impossible to get in. I've only been in his penthouse once, actually.
Look, it's easily done. We'll just treat him like Don Corneo. We'll dress up Yaito like the girl.
Ain't a penthouse for pimps.
Well, let me finish
Your
this.
daughter
Nomu,
penthouse. That's what Nomu
looks over at or Nomu.
One time
I'm
I
sorry.
pretended to seduce someone. We can do that again.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Aviris looks over at Nomu. No, Nomu has a point here. Yes, there is a book I once read called Final Fantasy VII, and there was a chapter where there was a Don Corneo, something similar to my brother. I did mention he's a very simple-minded man. He finds simple pleasures in his money and anything that he deems fuckable, and that could be any single one of you.
What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's our in.
Does he go different ways?
This is our in. So my brother, as I've said, whenever he's in town, he goes to his penthouse. He doesn't leave it very often. He does not mingle with the common folk. However, he has ties to certain businesses, and we'll just say my brother's a bit of a mess. He will invite what we'd call escorts from time to time into his lovely abode. And so this is going to be one of the opportunities that I believe we shall be able to take. And yes, my brother leans both ways. He will fuck whatever he can fuck. It doesn't matter if you're man, woman, or monster. He's into some freaky...
Or monster?
Man, he's gone rogue. He's a man of power. He's gone
Sounds
rogue.
like a man that knows what he wants. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there is definitely nothing wrong with that until it becomes your weakness. So that's actually the plan I was going to provide. I have some business partners here in town that will be able to convince my dear brother, Badger, of some fresh, untouched escorts that they will be able to send over to his lovely penthouse. And again,
what does that mean, untouched?
I don't know. Whatever it means. I have no idea. Whatever you want it to
No,
mean.
you said it. I want to know what it means.
Untouched. I'm unspoiled.
Unspoiled from what?
Have an
Brian?
expiration date?
Yeah, we could put it that
Like
way.
milk?
Yes, like milk, I guess.
Mm-mm.
All right, fair enough. What about these, what do you call them? Escort.
So this is the plan I had in mind. Again, I can't use high magics. It might potentially tip off my father with us being so close. And obviously their guards are going to be probably a little bit on high edge due to the death of my sister. However, I don't think they're going to expect any one of us to counter or to attack them within the safe confinements of the penthouse and my father being within miles away. So this is what my plans are. We're going to need somebody or several members here, infiltrate the penthouse, knock out some of the guards if possible, and let the others in. Now, the last I heard, I sent a spy over, and she counted that there were about, I believe it was 18 guards in the penthouse overall. 2 outside standing guard, and then several kind of scattered amongst the penthouse. The penthouse is a couple floors. My brother never leaves his room at the very top, so he's never going to see you come in. However, there is a ritual that he performs. Once all of the escorts enter the penthouse, he does greet them at the entrance, and he goes over the ones that he does like more so than the others. He makes his choices, and after he makes his choices, he goes back up to his room and allows his quote unquote winners to prepare themselves to meet him up at the penthouse. So I'm going to assume that there's quite a handful of you. I say we send at least a couple of you. We have all the resources here. My money can provide you whatever you need as far as clothing, makeup, and whatever. And, there's quite a bit of a array of you as well. You're not all men or not all the women. And some of you are of different races. You might float that way if you know what I mean.
Listen, Yaito should be shivering right now because Nomu is looking at him, and Yaito has a silk purple lingerie in his future. He should be shivering right now.
Yaito is sipping his tea. He looks over at Nomu.
He's full on looking at him, man. You see a glint in Nomu's eyes.
Yaito just staring at Nomu. Oh no, Nomu. I just came out of battle.
How you doing, Yaito?
I am doing fine. You are
Hey, let me
okay.
come over there. You look a little lonely.
Oh no, I am far from lonely. My tea is keeping me company. Thank you.
He scoots closer.
Camrose, he just chuckles a bit. I'm gonna call quits on this one. I've had my fair share of situations, but I will be there once the doors have been opened to allow us in. It sounds like once we gain access, this is gonna have to be a very, very quick mission. We don't have a lot of time. We can't give Badger any time to warn dear Daddy about our involvement. Now, the penthouse is pretty secluded from the rest of the city because obviously Badger doesn't like being around people. He likes to stick to himself. So that gives us a bit of the edge here. So whoever decides to go in there, you're going to need to be quick about it and not fuck up. If we can't get in, then the one stuck in there might be fucked. Well, apparently the guards aren't that strong according to Lady Aviris here, but you never know what's in there. He might have monsters. Who knows? If he likes to fuck monsters. There is something, though, I think you forgot to mention, my lady. And Aviris just rubs her chin from it. Oh, yes, that is right. My brother, when you do decide to attack him, he normally has 2 escorts with him at all times. 2 beautiful, lovely women, actually. But don't take their beauty and allow them to fool you with it. I believe that they're possibly demons. Just like my dear sister had a Varrock. So once you attack Badger, and I remind you, he is not one that fights. He does not even know how to use magics all that well. He is not a threat. However, his 2 escorts that always travel with him, I believe they're more than just his escorts. I believe they may be his guards as well. And if dear Vania was able to summon a Varrock, I'm sure he has dived into the world of the dark demons and probably has hired 1 or 2 of them to watch his ass because he obviously cannot watch his own.
ass.
So
watch my ass, demon.
What do we think, my dear friends? How does this plan sound?
I say we draw some straws and see who's going to put on the dress. I'm too big and too manly for it. So is Rogar.
Oh,
and you leave Yatari alone.
I mean, I do like wig, but I think I understand. I do not have much charisma when it comes to this. However, it seems like Badger will go anyway. Yeah, so any of us could probably do it.
Fair enough.
Yaito just continues to sip his tea. I am not going to do this crazy plan.
No, hold on. Let's think this over.
Elroy's like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to do it. You already know my big mouth will probably accidentally say the wrong thing and then tip the guards off on accident. I can't do it.
So, like my chart says I have much charisma.
Oh no.
Right.
However, last time it went poorly. So, I mean, it's really your guys' call.
Oh no. We don't send Isundra. At all costs. Oh. No.
Well, Aviris just leans back into her chair. Well, we have to choose at least a couple of you, because if he does not like the only one we send, we're out of luck. We have to send at least a few, hoping that he enjoys at least one of you. So we can't just send one person. So please think of this. Think of it now. Talk amongst yourselves and discuss. I have to go meet with my dear father here shortly. So I'm going to say this. I will be back. And once I return, please have made a decision about which one of you will be dressing up and preparing yourselves to visit my dear brother's penthouse when I return. My staff here will provide you with any necessary equipment that you may need in order to fool my brother with your looks. Now, I don't care how you all do it. I don't care who goes. But the fact of the matter is, this is our one opportunity to kill Badger while he least expects it. So let's not waste this opportunity. We don't want to give Father and Badger more time to prepare the defenses. So have a decision made when I return. And trust me, I spare no amount of money for you to get this mission done. So with that, without further ado, she steps up and gets up from her chair. She begins to walk away with Stalwart following her. Oh, and please avoid leaving my mansion anytime soon. We don't want to have any of the townspeople here in Wolf Pine take notice of you before our mission, because you know how things are. There's always little birds around, spying around, watching people. You never know who's watching. So please do not leave the mansion. You might potentially cause an issue by doing so. With that, then she's going to take her leave, and she shuts the door behind her after Stalwart follows her, and Camrose is like, has this grin on his face. Well, who is it gonna be?
Well, I guess I'll be too big of a woman, wouldn't I? You gotta wake my size?
I mean, you don't have to be a woman. You heard her yourself.
Yeah, you can just be a cat.
You can just be yourself. He might like kitties like you, for all we can say.
Maybe he likes to give the belly rubs. You know?
You don't want Noma? You don't want Noma?
Noma?
Noma the Magnificent?
Norma the Monstrous.
You know, I say we make the cleric do a little something here. What do you think, Edeyar?
Yeah, I don't feel like it. You guys can handle it on your own.
Okay, definitely. I think Desiree should go. We haven't seen Desiree in a long time.
Oh, so that's what I am? Some cheap party trick?
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fuck you guys.
Yes.
I wouldn't say cheap,
But
pretty expensive.
If you don't want the answer to the question, don't ask it.
You whore. If you must know. I haven't done Desiree in a while because, well, I like who I'm becoming. I don't feel like I have to be someone else. And when my brother died, I failed him. And I've been running from it.
Oh, Camrose leans in a little bit. Oh,
You have a brother?
I'm not talking to you, chamomile.
Well, no,
Yes,
it's
Cat,
okay.
I'm a brother.
Please spill the beans. It's good to talk about your issues. So let it all out. Now, we're here for you, aren't we, friends?
Yes.
Yeah, the origin of Desiree. One of his last seen locations was a brothel, so they weren't letting anyone in without money. I was dead broke. I was a young kid, so I dressed up.
Elroy speaks up. Wait a minute. When you dressed up as a young kid, you said a brothel? There wasn't a guy named Donovan after you, was there?
Oh no.
Uh,
Just say no. I'll hear no.
Where'd you hear that name?
Oh, I just know of a named Donovan, and he's not a good guy. I just asking.
You talking about the big black guy? I'm talking big black.
I don't know what he looks like. I just know of his name.
Well, what do you know, Cat?
I just heard some stories about some soldier in an army. He did some pretty heinous things, paying silver coins for certain pleasures for a night.
That's about the same thing I've heard.
Yeah, it's him.
Isundra is very confused. She has no clue what anyone is talking about. What is going on? Who is this Donovan? What are you talking about? Do I know this person?
More stories for a different day. All right.
Who's
I don't
dressing
know.
up?
Well, we don't
Actually tries anything. We need somebody that, might like it. Isundra.
Okay, you going with me?
Well,
I mean, I guess
We need multiple people, so we can go through this together.
I mean, I guess we
but
could tell them we're gonna give them some type of three-way action.
You were
It's hard
just
to say no about that, you know.
You were very upset the last time I messed up very badly.
Yeah, but if we work in close proximity, I can whisper all the commands in your ear, and if you still don't listen, I'll just have to knock you out.
Yeah, I don't know what this three-way thing is, but Nomu could join.
all right. Now we're gonna need
that's
at least
too many people.
No, it's not. Look, we're not going into this man's freaking bedroom now. We're getting you into the lobby. He's gonna choose which one of you are his favorites, and then once he goes up to his room, you all go to the prepared. He calls it the powder room, the prep room.
How does he pick a favorite?
I don't know.
Curiosity.
He picks a favorite based off, I don't know, smell, looks. I have no idea. The guy's weird.
Why are we voting then? This seems to have nothing to do with us.
All I'm saying is, the more we send, the better chances we have of him picking someone, right? Because you don't want to attack the guards while he's standing there. You want to wait until he leaves after he's made his decision, and then you attack the guards, and then you let us all in. You don't have to go to his bedroom. God damn.
Fair enough.
Why are you trying to ruin our lay, man?
I don't want to send Yatari. She is too pure.
You leave Atari alone.
Yatari's like his cub.
Yatari's snacking on some crackers. Her mouth's all full. She's like, what?
Nothing. You just keep eating.
Elroy goes, well, I don't know. Maybe Atari might be up to it.
Yeah, I told looks. Well, I am not going to be a part of this. I will storm the building once the doors are open. I am not good at deceiving, so you can leave me out of this one. Yes.
I don't know. I'm still looking at you.
Atari's just smashing.
I bet you would be so good at it. Yeah, don't be embarrassed.
Oh, I am not embarrassed. I know where my weaknesses are and where my strengths are, and this is definitely a weakness.
No one's like taking a ruler and measuring his shoulders.
Nobody wants him to go so bad.
And
Elroy's just like, well, I mean, if no one will go, I guess I can go. But you know me and my big mouth.
Okay, Elroy, you are not going.
He's not going.
Very
Why?
honest about
What's
that.
wrong
because
with that?
You are too low HP.
What?
Your
Fine.
HP is too low.
But I'm ride or die.
I know, and I appreciate it so much, but you can't be. We don't want you to die,
I'm not going to die.
Rogar goes, oh,
No,
will
that's
not
why you stay
die.
here. You won't die if you stay here.
It is okay. If no one is going to do this, I guess I can volunteer. I am brass born of Bracana, yes? Maybe he likes the brass scales.
You guys are from the same place.
Hey,
This
Atari.
is true.
There's some talking points there.
Yatari, she's stuffing these crackers still, and she kind of just picks at her ear with her pinky. Huh?
What do you think? Do you want to go in? All you
No,
gotta do is
Yatari
wait.
is not going. If he hates Aviris, why did he name his son Badger? That's a terrible name.
Oh, we don't worry about that. There's got to be some backstory on that.
I feel like he doesn't actually like his son, you know what I'm saying?
Yatari eventually chucks some water down her mouth to swallow the rest of the crackers.
Chuck some water down her mouth.
Yep, and she goes, well, and she's picking at her ear, and she goes, well, I'm really not comfortable with this, but I feel like I wouldn't mind if it's not just me going. I mean, I didn't get the opportunity to go into the brewery, so I guess this is my turn to do something for the group. I am very
No. She is not ready, you guys.
We're sending 3.
What do you
Then
mean
you
she's
go.
not ready? Look at her. She can use magic.
She's not a fighter. I don't want her to get hurt.
You have to fight.
She can summon some damn elementals. She's not weak.
I
Don't
didn't
call
say
her
she's
weak.
I said she's not ready.
How do you know she's not ready?
Because
Isundra?
I say so.
Oh. Well, we have to have at least 3 of you go into the damn place because we want to make sure you're safe. We don't want you to get caught off guard. At least 3 of you should be more than enough to defend yourselves.
Rogue, the elf, and Itari.
Oh, you do
No.
not want Rogar to go?
Yeah, I do
I
want
think
Rogar to
Rogar
go.
should go.
Oh, so now we're talking. What about you, Edeyar? Why would you not go?
Because Edeyar got a smart ass mouth, and he wanted to
Edeyar,
rubbing him the wrong way.
Maybe Badger
Edeyar has a
enjoys.
cold, so
maybe
he can't
or
go.
maybe Badger enjoys smart mouths. Maybe he likes you to talk
Ugh.
back to him.
He's gonna
That's
go in there looking like
gross. I
Terry
don't like when
Crews,
you say
greased
that.
up.
Terry
Something
Crews.
sounds like that wouldn't be a good idea.
You don't want to look like Terry Crews, greased up. You don't be
Actually, I do
lubed
want-
up.
You'll be not sick by the next time we play again, so you should do it. We can oil
These
you
all
up,
going so
Edeyar.
far. I don't want to be oiled up.
Oh yeah, you do.
Why not? Edeyar.
He's lying.
It would not be very comfortable.
I heard it's your dream.
Someone lied to you.
Oh, maybe.
Well, look, I mean, I don't think Damien's comfortable with doing it. So, Damien, you don't have to do it, buddy. We can send Rogar, maybe.
No more do it.
No, I'll go.
I'm feeling
I want
up to it.
Rogar to go with me and Isundra.
Is that it? Isundra, how do you feel about this?
Wait, you don't want no more?
Or Cat.
I mean, I guess we could send 4 of us. Camrose just goes, yeah, I mean, we could send 4. I can't guarantee all 4 of you will be accepted into the building, but the more we send, the better chances we have of breaking into that thing.
Honestly, I want Edeyar to come. I don't know. It just sounds funny.
Sounds horrifying.
I really want this Terry Crews look going on, man. You
Okay,
gotta be greased up
because
too.
I know you don't feel good today, Edeyar. However, you will feel better next time. And in that case, you will be oiled up and ready to go into the building.
I don't think you understand what I'm talking
All
about. I
in
just don't really
favor?
want to be oiled up.
All in favor of Edeyar going, raise your hand. Isundra raises her hand as high as possible.
Yep, Nomu's up there too.
Yutari, she raises Yutari's hand for her.
I also
Anyone
raised
else
my
puts their hands
hand
down?
because
Yaito
not?
raises his hand and
Nice.
as well as Camrose. Well, my dear cleric, it looks like you're being voluntold to go.
I'm vetoing their votes. I have
You
the
can
authority.
veto.
Edeyar Crews.
You're not king.
Look, listen, you don't have
Edeyar
to.
Cruz.
You don't have to change yourself. Just clean yourself up a bit. Don't make sure you shave. Make sure you're clean shaven. You never know.
I'm always clean.
Well, I'm just saying, because if we send more of you, we don't know what this guy's into. If he's into anything, he might choose you, Edeyar, versus Damien or Isundra. We don't know. Maybe he'll choose
That's-
Rogar.
yeah, I mean
The
he
more
could be
options
blind.
the more options we provide, the better. Yes, I mean that's like how I am when it comes to eating food here in the mansion. When the staff brings me a whole tray of different delicacies, I have my choice.
Here, put this speedo on.
No.
Here, you ain't take it. Take it, damn it.
No, we don't have to send Edeyar in a speedo. He can just go in his armor. Maybe the guy likes a big buff man in armor.
I'm letting you know now. This armor's not coming off.
He just shows up in armor to the.
Just imagine, Edeyar, when the future of Tirister all knows what you have done to save them from the evil Archibald de Darkmore. They're going to look back at your story. Edeyar Dossane of House Dossane, greased up like Terry Crews to save lives. Your
That
name
sounds
will
like
go
a terrible
down.
story.
What?
Yeah, they're going to make like a calendar with you on it, like saving women from a burning building, and then
Yes. You'll be holding onto a flag with your family crest.
I know, eating soup and lasagna and other things.
This
that
is
are
how you
bread.
bring
soup and lasagna.
this is how you bring your family's name back into meaning. This is how you
You
bring
bring
back.
honor to your family by
Exactly.
oiling up.
And there you have it.
How can you argue with that?
I say
The armor's not coming off. That's all I say.
that's fine. It doesn't need to come off as long as you get in the damn building, and we might not
He
even
goes-
know if you'll be
He
accepted.
goes in just chainmail.
Yes, the guy might be into that kink. I don't know the guy. His name is Badger, like you just said, Isundra. I mean,
Yeah, we don't judge
Terrible
his
name.
kink. It's a terrible name. It's true.
and for all those listeners that be named Badger, don't mind us.
Nobody has that name.
You never know, Isundra.
That's true.
I feel sorry for them.
Now,
Damn.
Same.
Who else? Who else is going to be going? We have Damien. We have
Nomu.
Edeyar. Nomu, really? You're going to go?
Norma the Magnificent.
Norma the Magnificent. You don't want to go as yourself. He might like you as you are.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Okay, if you want to go as Norma the Magnificent, I'm sure we can make that happen with a bit of dazzle and some makeup and whatnot.
Yeah.
Damien and Isundra, are you both going as well?
Yes.
I gotta make sure everyone looks the part and acts it too.
Well, I mean, this makes sense. Damien, you are the perfect one here when it comes to using makeup and whatnot. You are the most experienced one, so it makes sense, at least, that you would help out with this particular situation. At least making sure that the rest of us, or those that are entering, look their finest. We won't want to disappoint dear Badger. He is a picky man. I do hear he does this from time to time. So he has his choices. He's seen almost every type of person. So we cannot fail this. Make sense? We good? All right.
It's going to go poorly. I already know. It's
So
okay.
It's probably gonna go poorly.
Did you guys not feed that girl over there? She keeps smacking her lips with these crackers. Yatari's eating more crackers.
Hey, you leave her be.
Why?
She's hungry.
Damn, that girl had to. Do you not stop eating? She keeps eating. I mean, you're a tiefling just like me. There's nothing wrong.
We haven't
with
had
your
a good
stomach.
meal in a while. Chill out, Cameros. It's not about you.
What do you mean you haven't had a good meal in a while? You've been eating all night and all morning.
I mean, before that.
Oh, okay. All right. So the staff here will clearly provide you whatever you need to do this. What did they call it? Aviris mentioned something. You mentioned it about it, Nomu. This book from titled Final Fantasy. It was the 7th book.
Yes, the chapter with Don Corneo.
Oh, yes, that whatever that guy's name is. So I guess it's gonna be similar to
Isundra
that.
get to dress up too.
Of course, you're not going in there looking like that, Isundra.
What is that supposed to mean?
You always have leaves in your hair. You look like you just crawled out of a cave.
Because I'm from a cave, okay? Honestly,
Exactly.
it's pretty rude.
It's not rude. I'm just telling the truth. You are an outlander. It's what you do. Although maybe he'll like that. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
he likes them
all
down
natural.
and dirty.
All natural.
All natural. Exactly. So it looks like we have the 4 of you going. That should be more than enough. The rest of us will stay outside because we won't be able to get access. But once the 4 of you are in the penthouse, knock out the guards and let us in, and then we will bum rush the poor man. And hopefully his escorts aren't really demons. I have a feeling.
You're going to rush him with their butt?
What?
You said?
I said we're going to rush him.
Well, you
What?
said bum rush him with their butt.
No, not my butt. You know what I'm talking about.
He said, no, not my butt.
God, he's rubbing his forehead. You're giving me a headache.
I know. I
It's
give
too-
myself a headache, honestly.
It's too early for this, Isundra. But we will all attack him. Now, as Aviris says, he's not much of a fighter. He does have access to very powerful equipment, however. So he might attempt to defend himself, but those 2 escorts that he always has with him, do not allow them to escape your visions. I have a feeling that they really will be difficult to deal with. So we have our plan. So what we're going to do, he stands up from the chair, is he claps his hands, Butler! And as he does so, the door opens and one of the butlers come out. Yes, sir. We have decided which one of us will be preparing ourselves for this penthouse. Please escort our lovely group here, Damien, Isundra, Edeyar, and Nomu, to the rooms that they will be able to choose and pick what outfits and whatnot. And the butler nods. Very well. Follow me, and I will bring you to all of our fine wares for you to choose. And the butler turns around to begin to walk away. And Rogar's like, oh my goodness. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck in making sure you look good. Once you choose what you want, come back and show us. Yes, I want to see.
Make me look good. I want big breasts and a mane.
You aren't going, I thought.
Oh, I'm going.
Well, I thought you said you don't want to go. What are you talking about? You made us go meet Damien and Edeyar.
Nomu was going.
What? It's got me confused.
It looks like all the player characters are going, says Elroy. This is perfect. That means the DM doesn't have to do all this shit.
Oh my god, we're gonna fucking die.
So the four of you are escorted out of the room. Camero stays with the NPCs. And as you all are escorted through the mansion, you are given absolute freedom to whatever outfits, makeup, or anything that you need to disguise yourselves in a way that would possibly attract Badger De Darkmore. I will allow you all to decide what you want to look like when the time comes for that. But after many hours of you going through all of the belongings and the wares, you're able to find something that you all prefer and like. And eventually, you're all going to be brought back to the office. You haven't changed yet. You don't have the clothing and stuff yet because you're not going to the penthouse just yet. But once you return to the office, Camros is sitting there. So did you all? It took you a couple of hours. Did you all find something that will, be comfortable for you?
Define comfort.
Oh, I don't know.
So we're changed, right?
No, you're not. You change, but then you change back because you're not going to the penthouse just yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, did you all find something nice?
I found this really cool dress that's like green and has some cool design on it. Basically, it's Lilith's dress, is what I want to describe.
Oh, okay.
I look like an abomination.
That's because you are.
Ouch.
He smokes his head.
Hey, maybe he might be into abominations for all we know. What about you, Edeyar? What'd you go with? Did you go as yourself with that chainmail on?
I'm wearing plate at the moment, but yes.
Oh, so you're gonna wear? I see. You're gonna scale down a bit from the plate armor to some scale mail. I see. Show a little bit of skin, possibly.
I'm not showing skin.
Are you gonna
Skin's
wear?
the last thing I'm going to show.
Then wouldn't you just keep your plate armor?
Yeah, I said I'm wearing plate at the moment. I'm going to continue wearing that.
I thought you were switching to your chainmail for the penthouse.
Edeyar refuses to play along. He's so rude.
I see.
Nomu's gonna wear what Will Smith wore in Wild West.
And what about you, Damien? Did you find everything you needed?
He comes out with a fur hat, gaudy chain, sunglasses, bright red lipstick, dangly diamond earrings, rings on every finger.
The drip.
Yep.
He's got the drip.
I just want to go for something, subtle, casual, nothing too flashy.
So tell me, Damien, how does it feel to have all these resources for your cosmetics and your attire? It's nice.
It feels right.
It doesn't it? So this is the kind of life you can get used to if you keep working for Aviris.
Get out of my ear. Nomu, you look like an abomination.
I agree.
He's got the veil over his lower half of his face. He's got the Princess Jasmine silk pants on.
I'm weak.
He looks like a mess.
Please get some fan art of this.
And he's brick as hell too. He look like a mess.
The Rogar's like, oh my, you guys are ridiculous. I love it. And Yaito is just sipping his tea still. It is good I decided not to do this. This is silly, but I hope you all the best. And as he says this, the door opens really quickly and walks in Stalwarts and Aviris. And Aviris just walks through everybody to her desk. She sits down. She looks at all of you, folds a leg over the other with her hands holding one another. So have we decided who's going to the penthouse?
Yes.
Oh, all of us.
All of you?
I'm pretty sure two of us is going to get turned away, but we'll cross that bridge.
I don't know if I can convince to send all of you. There's many. When you say all of you, are you meaning everyone in this room?
No.
I mean, Edeyar, me, Damien as Desiree, and apparently Nomu as this atrocity.
I'll get turned away. Don't you worry.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! That's good timing.
Aviris just goes, okay, all right. So the four of you and the others then will camp outside the penthouse, awaiting for you to open the doors. Obviously, I will not be taking part in this, as I need to make sure that my father is preoccupied with other things, and I want to make sure that if things do go wrong, that I have a second backup plan. However, Stalwart will be accompanying you this time around. Once the doors are open, he will rush into there along with you to slaughter my dear brother, along with his escorts that are most likely demonic creatures. After you kill Badger, I want you to retreat. However, do not come directly back to the mansion. We don't want anyone seeing you leaving the scene and then coming directly to me. Instead, here in Wolf Pine, there is an access near the penthouse that will lead into, I'm sorry to say this, some of the sewage areas of Wolf Pine that will take you to the outskirts of town into a forest. So follow Stalwart, and he will make sure that you follow and are led to the right way. And I will eventually summon you all back to the mansion, but we cannot risk you going from the penthouse directly to here. Do you understand? Now, I'm going to say after he's dead, you all should be able to rest up for at least a couple of hours to a night. But after that, we're going to have to just strike my father's mansion as quickly as possible. Yeah, once Badger is killed, my father's going to know what's up. So let's make sure that we're quick about it. And then I will prepare for the upcoming battle with Archibald himself. That's going to be the most difficult one yet. Unlike my brother, he is well versed in magic, and he has several gods, and I'm assuming a demon or two probably watching over him to make sure that he does not fail in attempting to do what he is doing. So don't worry, I'll be with you during this last fight. However, I can't promise that any of you will come out of the fight alive, but that's kind of the risk we're taking, isn't it? So I will summon you once you have reached the forest and inform you what our plan will be when the time comes. So Badger is here. I just met with my father and my brother. My brother was a fool. He did not know that my dear sister was already dead. So this just goes to show you how dumb he is. So later tonight, I feel like is going to be our opportunity to strike. Have you all decided on what you'll be wearing and everything?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Well, remember, we cannot fail this mission. You have to get into that penthouse. We can't force ourselves into that penthouse because if we do so, it's going to give him enough time to alarm anyone else, including my dear father. So do not fail or fuck this up.
Okay, damn. Chill out.
As you wish. We got this.
Very good. So if the four of you will be going on this mission, the rest of you will be standing outside the penthouse. Camrose is going to stick around here at the mansion, along with me, in case things are to go wrong, and in case my father is to suspect me. Camrose will be around here as, we'll just say, some form of protection in case my undead are not strong enough. I have to make sure that I watch every single potential weakness here in my defenses. So with that, she's going to open a book. Tonight, let us go. I'll have a little conversation with my business partners, and I'll make sure that you have access and are invited to the penthouse to make sure my brother knows of your arrival. I will inform you in the next couple of hours. So until then, prepare yourselves. Enjoy the resources while you can, and I will see you here when I summon you all back later this afternoon. Do we have any questions?
Good,
No.
man.
Yes, and what is your question?
Who got a question?
Oh, apologies. I thought you said you did have a question.
No.
Well, if that is the case, then be gone, all of you. I have work to do.
Yeah, all right. Be
Nice,
gone.
rude.
All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, we get sued.
The Frenchman's wave too, huh?
She slowly spins in her chair to face her desk, and she begins to read through this book, and she just waves her hand over her shoulder as in, all right, out with you now. Go.
Yeah.
And
He just
Camros
grumbles.
Camros is just like, my duties are here for the time being. You all go enjoy yourselves in Our Lady's mansion to whatever delicacies you may find. Go get a massage, Damien. It might help loosen you up for tonight.
We can get the massage.
Yes, by all means. We have everything here. Go. He leans back in his chair and like kicks his feet up and puts his hands behind his head. Yeah, I had a massage 2 days ago. This was nice.
All right. He's just gonna bounce.
Yatari stands with Yaito, Rogar, and Elroy, and they all begin to walk out the room as well. Stalwart and Camros are sticking to the office, but as you all step out of the room, there are many staff members there to serve whatever needs that you may have and to prepare you for the upcoming espionage or whatever you want to call it, the Metal Gear Solid into the penthouse.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Oh, should we have taken like a box?
But with that, we'll go ahead and say that is this episode of Taverns and Caverns. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that next episode is gonna be fucking crazy.
Jesus.
I wanted to make today short. I know Julian wasn't feeling good, and we're all pretty tired. I don't want to take too much. Thanks again, everyone, for listening to another episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, Ryan, at Haphazard DM on Twitter. That's where you can find me. And you can also follow some of our other players.
Hi, everybody. I'm Felicia. I play Isundra, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dagger Tribal.
And I'm Bri. I play Damien and Desiree. You can follow me at Blaze_NBK on Twitter. That's my new name. And Instagram is just BlazeNBK, no space.
I'm Julian, also playing Edeyar. You can follow me at JWPlay0 on Twitter or JWPlay0 on YouTube.
I'm Robert Jones, and I don't have social media, but I am on YouTube. You can find me at TrueBone. That's TRU Bone. I make simple videos by putting video games to movies.
All right, awesome.
Blood and bone. That's all I thought about.
That's our players. Again, thank you for listening, and you can follow us again on Twitter at Taverns Caverns. Cool, and that's it.
See you guys next time.
All right.
Yeah.